When the borders between Western Australia and the rest of the world closed down because of pandemic, we West Aussies were left thinking about all the things we were going to miss out on that we'd taken for granted. But it was during that time that there were local Perth theatre companies that actually rose up and took centre stage. There weren't imported productions coming from the East Coast and overseas, so the theatre companies here were able to thrive. We have Theatre 180, telling stories of the past to bring us insights into the future and the present, all while pioneering new ways of doing theatre, including at the cinema. And then there's Drew Anthony Creative, bringing unique, innovative productions to the Royale Theatre in Northbridge, and Hammer Productions. They filled the Crown Theatre when it was left dark because of COVID-19. And we're going to hear from the creatives now.
Taught myself well how to read and to write, and I've had this love of a wife. Though I've encountered the worst in a man, I've still had a fortunate life.
Theatre 180 actually started 30 years ago as age-linked reminiscence theatre, set up by Jenny Davis with the idea that memories nourish the soul, and so for many years Age-Link was working in the oral history space.
Theatre 180's play adaptation of A.B. Facey's beloved West Australian biography A Fortunate Life is staged in a cinema. Their plays reach a whole new demographic that wouldn't normally go to the theatre.
There's no one else quite doing the work that we're doing in the oral history space and reminiscence theatre, working intergenerationally where we bring together young people, students and seniors. It's quite unique. We've got a very strong sector. We're ready to tour. When companies start coming back into WA, we just need to be able to flip it round and make sure that we can get our work seen over East because it's important.
Something kind of weird happened in WA, and that was that all of the Australian touring product obviously got cancelled, and the local theatres started looking at different ways of putting bums on seats in their theatre, and so they reached out to local theatre companies who wouldn't, under normal circumstances, get the opportunity to produce on those bigger first-class stages.
Drew Anthony spent 12 months pounding the pavement to find a Perth venue that would allow him to explore the musical theatre genre in new and unique ways through his productions.
I was looking for a warehouse or a tiny theatre or an old church or something that I could step into and create shows in.
A serendipitous moment happened for Drew when he walked past the Royale Theatre at Planet Royale in Northbridge. After fighting for his vision and all he believed he could do with the potential of the space, production company Drew Anthony Creative found a home. His team has finished an enormously successful production of Chicago the Musical. It sold out early and was enjoyed by hundreds of Perth locals.
Was started with my husband and I. It's a bit stressful and it's a roller coaster and it's a big gamble. It's quite scary, but we actually love what we do and giving artists their first opportunity.
It was the team at Crown who contacted Hammer Productions and asked them to fill their dark venue when the borders closed down.
For the arts, it was probably the best thing to ever happen as far as in our musical theatre realm, because all of a sudden there were companies coming up and we're all doing shows. Any of the professional productions, people were actually getting paid, and that was CV building, which no one else in the world was kind of doing.
Hammer Productions has finished a standout season enjoyed by hundreds of kids and their families of Seussical the Musical. The WA arts and theatre industry is bringing such fantastic productions right here to Perth, and it makes for a great night out with family and friends. 2023 is filled with so many shows to look forward to. Check them out. Here in Perth and a post-pandemic world, creatives are making our days and nights out so much fuller and better.